Hi you guys, my name is Desiree at All Seated in the Barn today. Holy moly, it's Tuesday. Okay, we have Farrier and Vet Day and we have tree cutters. So our trees out here, we're trying to get everything ready for their event, gala. They're getting a little bushy and big, so they're cutting them off today. So we have them coming out with their team and cutting everything going. So they're halfway done. They have to do on the other side, but we're a little busy right now. We also just pulled out Cleveland. So you notice that he was a little off. When he first got here, he always had issues. He has no soles, so we had to put shoes and aqua pad. So he's just getting his feet done. And this Friday, we are going to re-inject him. His hind end is always having an issue. His stifle and his hock. That's why he walks like flonky, which is fine. He can't get adopted out because he's high maintenance. So he'll be in stall rest for 4 days and full of shavings, and then he'll be going out with his big guy strap head. And today we have a lot of x-rays. We have a lot of lameness, x-rays, and see where they at. And then, yeah, it's gonna be a fun day.
Okay, this is Lane Sells horseshoeing. I'm working with Walker Grinold's horseshoeing. Walker, right here, we're shoeing Cleveland. He has, does he have Equithane? Yep. Equithane, he wears a size 10 shoe. 12, this is a 10. He wears a 12, so it's bigger than this. And right now, he is cleaning out the commissures of the frog. Right now, he's cleaning out the bars. When you do Equithane, you gotta get the foot completely cleaned out. That way it sticks to the bottom of the foot. It's very expensive medicine we were gonna put in there. It's like an extra sole that will stick to that sole and will come through the shoe so it has more protection. Right now, you can see this is kind of a dangerous still, so he can push his foot down and actually could probably step on Walker's toe if he wasn't careful. Yeah, but Walker is just pairing him out, relieving the sole. Right now he's trying to find the true apex of the frog, right there, the point. And yeah, Walker is, he's hard at it today. We've got, I think, 17 to 20 to do today. It's a good day, it's a long day. Cleveland's gonna take probably an hour and a half to do. Takes a long time to do these horses. It's a lot of work. We got our work cut out for us today. We could do another one, but we need another pair of size 12s, and those aren't just the handiest things to get, so we're gonna put them off till next week. And yeah, that's today.
My name is Andres Cabrera. I started like last Thursday, I believe. It was pretty cool. I really like doing this. Actually learned from this like how to do actual construction. Like this isn't my first time doing construction because I did construction in Mexico, helping out like families in need, and I learned a lot from that. I did roofing, I did painting, I did a lot. Learning to do construction will help you have some experience of getting more construction jobs, because like I'm also an architecture, because I always want to do design buildings. That is going to help me learn a lot about more construction and architecture at the same time, because like measurements is like it's key to getting your structure done and look nice. If you do one mistake about measurements, nothing is going to look nice. Right, Todd? What I'm excited to learn is to finally finish this thing. Oh, we're just fixing the slope right now. When it's done, it's gonna look nice, and we're gonna put the roofing right now. Oh, this is gonna be better than the old design because we got Todd in our team right here. Todd, say hi. Yeah, he's gonna help a lot. Yeah, it's gonna be more wider, more higher, as you guys can tell, and it's gonna be more shade for the horses. We're designing this place for bigger horses. They have more room to walk on. We're building it higher for draft horses.
I'm Kristen, out here today helping out at All Seated in the Barn. It's Tuesday, which is Desiree's Vet and Farrier Day, and I came out just to kind of help her get horses and move them around since she's a little bit broken at the moment and running around in a boot just to keep her off her foot as much as possible. I've been pulling up horses for Dr. Lucas to look at today. Cleveland, in the past, they've had a hard time catching him out in the draft pen, so a couple weeks ago we caught him and brought him up here and put him in a stall so he'd be a little easier to catch. And normally he's great, he'll let me go in there and halter him and take him out at bath time, but it's like he knew today was Farrier Day and I had to get Dez's help. It took two of us to hold him still and get a halter on him so we could get him out for the farrier.
Hey everybody. Tickets are now officially available for our main event, Gala, and that is October 10th, 2025. It is gonna be a night of fun and a night of amazing food, and we're gonna have an amazing auction items. We're just gonna have the best time. So I'm inviting you now to purchase your tickets and get out here to the main event on October 10th. Put the word out. We are ready to sell some tickets and have the most amazing time and the most amazing guests. Get your tickets now and we'll see you here at All Seated in a Barn in October.
About a year ago, Lady showed up out here and of course Talia took her in. But unfortunately with all dogs, they get old and they pass and have to leave us, and anybody that's ever owned a pet knows how important they are. So a bunch of us here kind of pulled our money together. He calls them portraits. It's paintings of, a watercolor painting of people's pets. So we pulled some images of Ladybird and got them over to him so he could paint it for her. So we're gonna get this framed and get it presented to her so she has a memory of Lady in her house forever. But it was a local artist, Jerry Punt. He does amazing work. You can find all of his information online, but he is a local Bakersfield artist. So he helped us out with this, and hopefully we can convince him to come out here and maybe paint some horses.
I have already had her tied, but normally what you do is you're gonna have it like this. It's not gonna be on. You have your nose piece. Typically they have 2, sometimes they have 4 knots right here. This, I like to take the end piece that'll be tied and wrap it over their head first, and then I slip it over the nose. And there's a little knot over here that I like to sit under her chin, throat latch essentially. You'll take the 2 ends and you'll put it through here and pull it tight. Move your head. And you'll take this end and you're gonna loop it under. Some people go over, I go under, and then this big loop that you made, you'll thread it through and pull it tight. And that's it. Now she's good to go.
Good morning, I'm Kendall and this is Vinny, and we're gonna do a demonstration on a couple different ways to tie. So we're gonna take them over to this pole right here, and first of all, you know, if they have too long of a rope, it can get you into trouble. So I like to keep it about the length of my forearm. And then a really simple way to do it, so a really simple way to tie would be just to do about 3 or 4 wraps. If you do 4 wraps, then they can't really pull. If you do 3 wraps, then it's kind of like quick release, tie release blocks, and they can get a little bit of release if they pull back. So that's good for horses that have a pullback problem. And then my favorite is a simple bank robber's knot. So a simple bank robber's knot, you're gonna take a little loop right here, go back around the pole, back up through that little loop, and then pull tight with the horse end. And then you can lock it by going ahead that way, but otherwise it's just a quick release.
So today is Friday. A lot of things going on. So we have our trailer out here. We have 11 horses coming in today. So stay tuned with all the horses with their freedom jumps. So we have that. And then today is vet day. So we have a lot going on today. So we're trying to get all the new ones into stalls and then start with our dentals. And we have a few x-rays that we need to do to keep on track. But yeah, it's Friday. So we're also taking 3 back to Texas, go back in training. So we're having 2 Belgian drafts. So we have Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is just afraid of everything, and he's a big Belgian draft. So I think he's about like 4 or 5 years old. So he's going back in the Texas. And then we also have Jazzy. Jazzy's another one that needs to be in training. And then we have Hope, the halflinger. So we gave Hope a lot of chances, but she needs to be cowboy up and get some training up. The first one is the mini. I think it's a Dwarf mini. So if you notice on her front feet, we're gonna have to do x-rays on Tuesday because we have to trim it. Her feet are really long. So I'm gonna try to put her in a full of shavings. Her feet are so terrible and she's probably in pain. So we just got her a couple days ago. So her ears are super cute forward and her eyes are so wide, but she's so cute. I think a lot of people would like her, just how cute she is, but she has a long road ahead of her. So I don't know when she will be available, but we're trying to get everything going with her.
Hi, I'm Reagan at All Seated in a Barn. Today we just had a few horses come in from a kill pen, and we had a little mini come in who got thrown into our main barn, as we call it. It's like our barn with rows and rows of stalls, like really big stalls, and I just put away a donkey right now to go away, and we just brought in one of like a dwarf mini from the kill pen, and he needs to be by himself to be comfortable, and because his front feet are super messed up, so he needs to be able to walk around freely, not have to worry about getting hurt or messed with by the others. The little one gets VIP treatment today.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Lucas here at All Seated in a Barn. We were just looking at a horse that presented with some lameness issues, and on presentation it was actually in the shoulder. 99% of the time it's in the foot when we think it's in the shoulder, but it did block to the shoulder. So we x-rayed and ultrasounded it. We did find a little, basically a bone spur, it's called an osteophyte, in that joint that's causing him some problem. But then on ultrasound we saw that superficial digital muscle up top, which connects down low into the superficial digital flexor tendon, is abnormal, and then on his ulnaris lateralis is abnormal. So he has muscle and bone problems. What we need to do is the biggest thing, whenever you have a muscle injury, there's a big muscle aponeurosis that covers it. So you can get what's called compartment syndrome, and that will cause fibrosis of that muscle. So it's so important when you're working with muscle injuries to keep these horses moving. That being said, if there's a fracture, we have to balance that. But if it's just muscle, we need to keep these horses moving. So that's when it comes into play with our rehab riders and exercise riders. They can pony them, people can hand walk them. It's a very big part to work together with them so that they can help get this horse exercise and get him back to his proper strength so we can treat him even better.
Okay, so what I'm doing is Casey, we're doing late paint all around his shoulder, basically above his shoulder, all the way down of his, in this area. I'm also doing it underneath where it says hematoma is at. We're helping to get the swelling down, and then I'm going to add a little bit on the right side of the shoulder just to help, nothing crazy. And then I'm going to use a different medicine or a different ointment to help inflame that shoulder. And then hopefully we go and get him going with him. With the late paint, you can smell it. If you don't add too much, then you're not adding enough. If you add a lot, then you're doing the right call.
The best way to support us is always through donations, whether that be product that we need or monetary. And you can do that by joining our Patreon, going to the website, or visiting any of our social media platforms for links on the best ways to help us.